Hey, what's up guys? So we're here at SEMA today with Everett Morse. He's the Director of Sales at Waylens. And Waylens has a couple different really cool dash cams that, well, they're really unique and they've got some really cool features that you won't find in some other dash cams. So we've got 2 of their dash cams here and, well, 3 of them actually. And I want to show you some stuff that's actually going to be coming really soon, including a new 360-degree dash cam and what that's like. So let's go ahead and take a look at it, if we will. This is the camera here. It's called the Secure360, correct?
Called the Secure360, and we introduced it in July at CE Week in New York. There are 2 different versions of the camera. There is going to be a Wi-Fi version, and there's going to be a 4G version. Mm-hmm. The Wi-Fi version is scheduled to become available in US markets beginning in January of 2018.
So coming up soon, the Wi-Fi
Coming
one.
up soon.
Yeah,
coming
great.
up soon. And the 4G version should debut late in the first quarter, early to mid second quarter of 2018. So that's not far away either. Mm-hmm. And these 2 cameras share much of the same technology, many of the same components. I'll start with the Wi-Fi version. Mm-hmm. And the Wi-Fi version, the camera itself, is a single lens, 360-degree view camera, automotive camera. It gets mounted low on the windshield, just high enough so that the lens of the camera can actually see out the front, can see all sides, and can see in the back or in the entire driving compartment. The Wi-Fi aspect of the camera is that there's a hotspot in the mount that will connect to your phone and allow you to access the videos that you're recording as it's recording or just after it's recorded if you've had an incident, if you want to review what happened. It requires an SD card, class 10, to maintain the integrity of the video, and you generally would start with a 32 gig card. This camera will take an SD card up to 256 gigs. It's a continuous loop so that it will continue recording. As you get to the end of the capacity on the card, it will overwrite from the oldest. But if you've had an event, if something has happened, if you've had an impact, you've had a sudden stop, you've had a hard turn, or a major braking situation, it will create an event which cannot be overwritten. So that when you go to look at your videos, you'll know which are the events and which is your standard video. Key aspect is the phone. So, and the connectivity by Wi-Fi to it. You're driving, you're out on the road, you witness an accident happens in front of you. And you have the ability to, as you stop pulling over the side of the road, being a good Samaritan, you're a witness, you have the ability to offer viewing of the event to law enforcement when they arrive. You have the ability to share that event with law enforcement so that you could upload the file and send it to them. They then have video evidence of exactly what has happened. It's also, as with many other dash cams, if you have parked a car and you've gone into a restaurant, you've gone to the mall, something happens while you are gone, it is recording events that have happened and storing them in memory. As you move to the 4G version of the camera, you're adding several components. You're adding 4G connectivity, and there has been a lot of excitement associated with the coming arrival of this camera because it becomes more than a dash cam, it becomes automotive security. And the reason I say that is the one element of automotive security today that has been missing and does not exist yet until the Horizon Secure360 is you didn't have video of what was happening to your vehicle, with your vehicle. And I'll cite several examples, several use cases for the 4G version. Number 1, you go into town, you're going out for dinner, you go to the restaurant, you have them valet park your car. and they take the car and it goes down into the basement, it goes basement parking lot, it goes to the parking lot across the street up on the second floor. You're inside having dinner. Across the street at your car is somebody who's intent on taking something from your car, taking your car. And as they approach the car, the radar sensor in the Secure360 detects them when they get within a certain proximity and wakes the camera up and it starts recording. Being that they're going to steal your car, they break your window. And now the accelerometer, 3-axis accelerometer, has been activated. You have created an event. That event is going to have two things happen immediately. Number one, it starts recording and uploading that recording to the cloud, where it is stored and kept, as well as on your SD card. And it is also going to send you a notification on your phone that there's an event. That gives you the opportunity to open your app, log onto your camera, and see real time what is happening with your vehicle. And one of the absolute beauties to it is, should the thief or the perp decide they want to, they know what this camera is, or just that they want to take it, it's too late for them. They've already been captured on video, it's stored in the cloud, you have them. So as you go to report it to the police, you have video evidence of who did it. You know where it happened, you know when it happened, and you can see exactly what the perp did.
And this is kind of cool. There's other cameras that have kind of cloud capabilities, but they don't do the auto uploading.
Correct.
And so you may get the notification on your phone of like, hey, there's an impact detected or something, and so you'll need to go in and, you know, log into your phone or into your camera remotely if you have Wi-Fi built into your car, which is an extra step and it has to be powered when you're parked. This, if anything happens, it'll auto upload it to the cloud, which is great. Like you said, if the camera gets stolen, there's no other camera that I've seen that will automatically upload any incidents to the cloud in case the camera gets stolen or for later access or anything.
And so you have a permanent recording
That's really
of
cool.
the event.
I like that a lot.
And you can share that event with your insurance company. You can share it with law enforcement. Whoever needs to receive that information, you have the ability, and you can send it from your phone so that it gets there with the kind of time frame, within the kind of time frame that you would like it to happen, giving yourself and law enforcement the best opportunity to make a recovery, to catch the perp.
Something else that's kind of nice, you were saying, like if they break into your car, maybe from the side window, because you have the 360-degree view, you're able to capture them coming in from the side and actually breaking your window, whereas a camera that's pointed only maybe toward the front or even toward the back is not going to be able to see that.
Would not see it.
You can see it maybe if they walk up to the front of the car, but you're not going to see everything coming in from the side. So that's a nice feature of the 360-degree aspect as well that you don't get from some of the other cameras.
Correct.
So as far as, I know we talked about it a little at the beginning, the different views. So you can see the front, you can see the back.
So as you are looking at, as you are reviewing the video that your Secure360 has recorded, there's 3 different options on how you can see that video. Mm-hmm. And you can look at any one of those 3, and if you then want to look at a different option, you have that ability also. You can look at a full screen 180-degree front view, you can look at a full screen 180-degree rear view, or you can look at a split screen. Top would be front, bottom would be rear, so simultaneously you're seeing 360 degrees, what's happening all around the car at that time. Your choice, your option, and you can switch back and forth.
Something that I'm wondering, I know we talked a little bit about the beginning, I was curious about the 360-degree views. Like YouTube has an option where you can kind of pan around, and I actually saw something here on screen where you could pan around as if you're inside the camera, so to speak, and actually look around in different directions. And I'm wondering if, I know the camera itself doesn't natively support 360-degree moving around views, but I wonder if you could take the front and rear videos and then like stitch them together yourself and turn it into that.
Not at this point, no.
Not at this point. Okay.
No.
Okay.
We're looking at giving you a full 360-degree view from the perspective of the camera. We can show you 180 degrees at a time, full screen, either front or back, or we can show you 360 degrees split screen. But you're seeing all 360 degrees of what's going on around the camera
That's
at
awesome.
the same time.
So we've got the two options. We've got the Wi-Fi one and we have the 4G version.
Correct.
Can you tell me a little bit about price point? And I know you mentioned a little bit about availability.
So price points on starting with the Wi-Fi, which will be available first. General distribution coming to retail stores in January of 2018. Retail price point on that will run somewhere between $250 and $300.
Okay.
Price point on the 4G, which will become available end of the first quarter to sometime in mid-second quarter, will be anywhere from $350 to $400. We're finalizing the pricing right now, but that's the range it will be in.
And then to have the 4G LTE service, is there like a monthly charge from your cell phone provider, or how does that work?
We are currently in negotiations with AT&T and Verizon. Those are the two obviously major carriers in the US, and we're looking to have it available through either brand. And what we have talked about recently, what we're looking at doing right now, is providing service free for the first 3 months and then having it become part of your cell phone bill on an ongoing basis thereafter. We're targeting a monthly charge of $10 a month.
That's really reasonable.
If we can get it better, we'll get it better. If it costs $1 or $2 more, that will be what it will be. We're in negotiations to finalize that right now.
That seems pretty typical. I think the Apple Watch, the new one, the LTE one, I think is also $10 a month, so that's pretty standard there.
That is our target.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Hopefully we can do better. We'll see.
Sure, yeah. Cool, well thank you. The other one that I wanted to talk about briefly is the other camera, the one that you came out with last year, the Waylens Horizon.
So the Waylens Horizon
really cool.
is, number one, it has absolutely unique packaging, and it's something that catches people's eye right off the bat. The camera itself is an all aluminum body. It is a 1080p quality recording, and it can serve in the role as a dash cam. But as a general rule, we do not use the term dash cam in our marketing efforts because this camera will do so much more.
That's true.
We refer to it as an automotive performance camera because the camera itself comes with, in addition to the mount, power cords, comes with an OBD2 module. You plug the OBD2 module into the OBD2 port, and now as you're recording the video, you are also capturing performance data of your car. You then go to work with your video after you have completed your lap on the track, your quarter mile run at the drag strip, your boulder crawl in your Jeep, and you go into the editing suite. You have options of which performance metrics you want to overlay on the video. You can choose the size of the icons, you can choose which ones you want to have, where you want them positioned on the screen, you can choose colors. And so you then are able to review the video that you've recorded, and you are able to edit it, even on the phone. So you've just done a quarter mile at the drag strip, and you had a great run, and you want to share it immediately. So you go into the editing suite on your phone, select what you want, which is going to be your run, and you create that as a segment you want to upload. You can immediately share it on social media, whether it be Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. You have that ability. Or you can take the video home, you can take your camera home, working directly with your camera, or taking the SD card out of your camera. You can hook it up with the Waylens Studio and do your editing there, and then share it in the manner I just mentioned a moment ago. Or if you wanted, you could create an MP4 file and upload it to wherever you wanted to, send it to whomever you wanted to at that point in time. Gives you unique video with performance characteristics and the ability to share it instantly. And in today's society, that seems to be what a lot of people are looking to do. Share and share now. Communicate what you're doing, what you're up to, what you've experienced in the here and now, in the present.
That's cool, yeah. I mean, what I like about it is all the extra information that you can overlay on screen and have recorded from your speed, your RPMs, your GPS track information. Like,
Yes.
there's so much cool stuff that you can overlay onto the video in addition to just the video itself. And that really is what makes this guy special.
Correct.
I like that. So I've been reading about this camera. I've heard about some people who have them. One issue that I wanted to ask you about was the mount. I've heard of some people who had some issues with the mount connections.
So sometimes when you're on a track, or maybe you're doing a road rally, and you're going over some bumpy ground, you want to add stability to the camera. And one of the things we have done is we have come up with a universal mount adapter kit. And the key element of this kit is the mount, which simply slides over the camera, securely locking it in place. And then you can use any one of the 3-pronged GoPro mounts, whether you're going to use a suction cup that mounts it to the windshield or something that mounts it on a roll bar.
Nice.
And you are going to have rock solid, very steady mounting of the camera.
That's a great solution.
Something
too.
that's been asked for, something we provided.
I like that.
And the initial feedback we've gotten on it is that we got something that people were looking for and they're very pleased with it.
I like that. I mean, you got roll bar mounts. The GoPro has so many options. You can hook it up
Yes.
to a blend mount. Like, there's so many possibilities when you go that route for the connector.
Correct.
That's a great solution. And then this one is available now. People can
Yes.
already buy it. What's the price point and where do they go to purchase?
So the price point on the Waylens Horizon is a retail of $500, $499.95. I know that it is available today on BestBuy.com. It's available on Amazon.com. And it is available with many smaller 12-volt specialists. It is available at a number of speed shops. It is available in certain car clubs. It's available at certain racetracks.
So all over the place, basically.
They're all over the place.
That's good.
It's a product that has a special niche as far as use cases, and we are filling out our channels of distribution. And one of the things we're finding is there's some specialty areas where you go. One of the reasons we're here at SEMA is all about the car and the performance of the car, and we felt that this would be an ideal place to show people the camera, show people the unique aspects of it that nobody else does for the price point. And we found and we have learned that there are many retail partners that can be developed and partnered with who come to SEMA that we wouldn't necessarily find in the mobile electronics channel.
Sure.
So we're taking advantage of that. We're adding to our distribution, and hopefully that makes the camera more available.
Absolutely, that's great for you. That's great. It gets you spread around. If you guys want it, I'll put a link in the video description to some of the places like Amazon or Best Buy where people can pick it up, things like that. So great. Well, thank you so much, Everett, for all your time and
My pleasure.
for explaining everything.
Not a problem. Have a great day.
You as well.